Hello and welcome to Yoga with Jenny. This is Jenny. Today we're going to be doing a little sequence for all the runners and walkers out there. If you're doing long walks or you just started running again during this quarantine, it's a great time to add a stretch routine in. This little bit of time can really be beneficial for the muscles, and especially if you're new to yoga, it's an easy way to introduce it into your lifestyle. So as a runner and a daily walker myself, there's a lot of stretches that I like to do after a long run or a walk that really help my body feel good afterwards. So we are going to start. All you need is a mat today. If you have blocks or some props at home just to support your hands, you can grab those as well. They're not necessary but helpful. We are going to start today by coming into a down dog. First thing, curl your toes under, lift the hips up and back, and begin to walk out those heels. So we won't be up here too long, so if you're feeling a lot in those wrists, I encourage you to pull your hips back. Keep walking those heels out. Maybe walk your feet wide and then sway the hips a little side to side. And then we will lower down to our knees. All right, so I'm going to incorporate a little bit of yin stretching. So we're going to curl the toes under and try to press down through all 10 toes. Knees are about hips width apart, and you're walking your hands in. Now, some of us may already have really tight muscles in the feet. Our fascia may feel really tight. So you can stay with your hands forward, or maybe you can walk those hands in. We're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. If you can do longer, awesome. But we're just starting out here because a lot of times after a long run or a long walk, all the muscles feel really, really tight. And we want to get a little bit of release there. So the reasons they could be tight, maybe you're running or walking on hard pavements. Maybe you need new shoes. I know a lot of us have probably been running on old shoes or walking on old shoes throughout the quarantine. So make sure to check out those things if you're feeling a lot of pain in the feet. We're here for 10 more seconds, I know. That's just 3 more breaths. You got this. And on your exhale, walk the hands forward, uncurl the toes, and tap, tap, tap the tops of those feet in. And now we're going to come into a lunge. So bring your right foot forward. You can bring that to the outside of your hand and walk it in, or bring it between. Your hands can come to blocks or be on the floor. Now from here, I want you to curl the back toes under and press your left heel back, lifting that left knee off the floor. Now really press that left heel back, draw the right knee forward, and then let's take a little twist. So not a big one, just your right hand to your hip, look up and hug the outer right hip in. And then look down to your foot, lower the right hand, and lower the back knee. Now walk the hands back. You can bring your blocks if you have them. Curl the toes back, taking a little half split here. Reach the heart forward, curl the toes a little bit more, and then imagine your tailbone lifting just a little bit. And then you can close your eyes, soften the chin, and then notice if your left hip is going out to the side. Hug that into the midline and square your hips off just a little bit more. Three more breaths here. And inhale, bend into that front leg. Walk your hands forward. And now we are going to sink the hips. So I really want you to exaggerate and feel the stretch across the front of your left thigh. Oof. Now gently pull the hips back, walk the hands in, and heel toe that right foot out wide. Now we're finding lizard lunge. So again, still sinking those hips forward. Keep your right knee over your ankle. So we want that nice vertical line. We don't want the knee going too far forward. So a lot of times I see stuff like this. Pick that foot up and bring it forward. You're going to get the benefits of that stretch by having the stacked joints. Keep your hips sinking, look forward. 2 more breaths here. And then heel toe your right foot between the hands again. We'll come into that half split, walk the hands back. And now we're going to turn those right toes to the side, stretching out the IT band. So I want you to feel the outer edge of that foot trying to get parallel to the mat. And then notice if your hips go over to the left, bring them back through center. And again, you're still folding forward, you're still looking forward. If you'd like, you can drop the chin, soften the head and neck, close the eyes. We're here for 4 more breaths. On your next inhale, bring the toes back up and we bend into that right foot. Hands come forward. Bring the right knee back, tabletop. And now we'll bring the left foot forward. So you can bring it to the outside and heel toe things in. All right, from here, curl your back toes under and let's start with that lunge. Pressing the right heel back. Feeling the outer left hip hug in. Reaching through the crown of your head. And then walk your left hand to your hip. Hug that outer left hip in. Feel the inner thighs hug together. Keep pressing through that right heel. Keep that right leg long. And then exhale, look down, lower your hand down, lower the back knee down. Let's shift our hips back, walk those hands back. Hands can be on blocks or the floor. Curl the toes, lift the tailbone slightly. Hug your outer right hip in. You can look forward or drop the head. We're here for 4 more breaths. And inhale, bend back into the front leg. Heel toe your left foot wide. Let's find lizard lunge. All right. Back knee is trying to stay comfortable. Your left heel is pressing down. Your left knee is over that ankle. So again, we're not letting that foot be back and knee be forward. We're pressing into the heel and keeping the knee reaching forward over the ankle. Now you're feeling that stretch across the front of your right hip. Feels pretty good. And then on our next exhale, let's heel toe the left foot back between and really sink into the front hip. Stretch across the front of the right hip. And then shift your hips back, lift the front toes. Hands and blocks can come back. And we'll let the left toes now point over to the left side of our mat, stretching the IT band. Inhale, lift the toes back up, bend into that front leg, and then let's bring our left knee to meet the right. And find a comfortable seat. All right, from here we'll do a seated twist. I want you to take your right leg long and bring your left foot in. You can cross that left foot over. Make sure it plants down all the way. Now you can keep that right leg where it is. Option to hug it in. And we're taking a twist to the left, so towards that left thigh. If taking a closed twist doesn't feel good, take that open twist instead. But either way, we're gonna have one arm wrapping around our thigh and one hand coming to the back of our mat. Inhale, slowly unwind, lean back, and let's release those legs. Plant your feet down a little wider than your hips, and we'll take some windshield wipers with our knees. And coming back through center, now we'll extend that left leg forward. Right foot plants down or crosses over. Option to bring that left heel in. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, take your twist, either open twist or a closed twist. Three more breaths. And slowly unwind, lean back, release the legs, plant your feet down, gentle windshield wipers. We've got one more final stretch. Let's come down onto our backs. And from here, we're going to find figure four. So start with your left foot, planting down right ankle to your left thigh. Now you can lift that left foot off the floor or keep it grounded, but I want you to feel that right knee drawing away from the body and the left knee drawing in. You can flex through the toes. Feel your lower back soft on the floor. Now, if you'd like, you can lift that left foot off the floor and interlace your fingers behind the left leg, whether that's keeping the foot plant or keeping the leg bent or extending through the heel. Let's hold here for 5 more breaths. Keep hugging that left knee in a little closer. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, relax the toes. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, bring the left foot down, right foot grounds, and let's switch left ankle to the right thigh. Now, feel the left knee draw away, right knee draw in, lower back soft, curl back through the toes. Option to float that left or right foot off the floor. If you'd like, wrap your hands around the back of your right thigh. Still keep that lower back soft. And you can lift your right foot or extend the leg a little bit more. Keep engaged through the feet. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, relax the toes. Take an inhale through the nose. And exhale, release your grip. Relax the feet. Let them come back down to the mat. and find a happy baby. Hold backs of thighs, calves, ankles, or outer edges of your feet, and you can rock or stay in stillness. When you're ready, gently release the legs and roll to your favorite side, coming up for a seat. Taking this moment to just notice how your body feels after taking that time to cool down and give your body a little extra TLC, stretch some important muscles that help you do all the things that you do every day. As always, thank you so much for spending this time with me as we stretched out our bodies after our long walks, our long runs. So from my heart to yours, namaste.